Can we not talk about my hair right now? Okay, so I just got back from volleyball, so let's just not mind like whatever's going on here. But alright, so story time, right? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about the time when I seriously thought I was gonna die. Like, there was no way that I was gonna get out of that situation with like all of my limbs attached and like my mental like health like being 100% pure. So anyways, alright. How old was I? Irrelevant. I don't know. I was probably in like 7th grade. We're gonna go with that. Okay, so we're on a family vacation. I forgot where to, but anyway, so I think it was in Wisconsin. You know what? A lot of this like detailing is super foggy because I'm like scarred up here after this experience. But and I try to push this out of my memory so like I don't like when I think about this, I'm like I'm still here today. So, anyways, so we're gonna go to whatever. I was in 7th grade. We're I think in Wisconsin, and we're just like driving like normal people do, and we decide to stop at this like random like was it a roller coaster? I don't really know. It was like this self-powered roller coaster, like in the middle of nowhere. Like I honest like first of all, that's sketchy enough. Like, oh, hey, we're driving through the wilderness. Oh my god, a roller coaster. Why don't we go do it? Like, that looks really safe. So, we did it. And it was like, it was so overpriced. It was like $15 for like one ride that, you know what, would not recommend. I'm gonna go find them and write a Yelp review. Anyway, so we stop there, we get in line, and finally it's my turn, and I'm like, I was not prepared for what, like, I can't even talk about this without, you know? So anyways, I was not prepared for what was to come. So I get on this, like, super ratchety old whatever, like roller coaster seat, but it was like single person, like you don't go with anyone else. So I was going alone. I'm like 12 years old, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, and they're like teaching me how to do it. They're like, okay, you pull this lever and it'll go faster. I'm like, heck yeah, obviously you want to go the fastest you can go. So I pull it like all the way up, and then you have to like wait for the person in front of you to like be done before you can go, like for whatever safety reasons or whatever. So they're like, okay, you can go now. And like you had this like seat belt, but it was like a car seat belt. Like, yeah, that's probably gonna not hold me in. So I'm in there with my car seat belt and my lever like on fastest. And I go and I start going, and I'm like, okay, well, this is super lame. Like $15 for this? Like, no thanks. I'm not gonna do it again. So I get on there and we're going, or just I'm going because I'm riding solo here. And then finally I go over this huge turn, and it's like a pretty sharp hairpin turn, and I'm like, so here's my seat, and here's me sitting in it. I literally fall 75% of my body. Oh, this is like in a hill in the middle of the woods, and there's no way that anyone could ever see me right here. Like, unless there was like security cameras, which I highly doubt where I was. So I'm literally 75% of my body is off the seat, and I'm trying to like grab the lever, so I'm like hanging off the seat, like trying to pull myself back in. I could barely pull myself back in. I'm like hanging off in the middle of the woods. I'm going down this hill, thinking I'm gonna die, like saying my last words. I'm like, what should my last words be? How about chicken nuggets? So I scream chicken nuggets, and I'm like trying to pull myself back in, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is my time. I'm gonna die. My life flashed before my eyes. I just saw every experience that I've ever experienced, and I'm trying to pull myself back up, and finally I like grab the seatbelt, and I'm like, oh, god damn! So I pull myself back up, and I get back in my seat. My heart is racing. I'm like throwing up everywhere. It's flying back my face. I'm peeing, like there's poop all over the seat. So no, that actually didn't happen, but it could have very likely happened. So I'm like, finally I get back in. I'm like do I talk to the manager? Do I just walk out without saying anything? Like, I don't know. Like, what do I do in this situation? So I finally get back on the like thing that's like pulling me back up. It's like, because you have to go back up the hill to get back up to the thing. So like other people can take their turn and probably die, like just like I almost did. So I get back up there and I'm just like rattled out of my mind and I'm like, oh my god, like, and I'm looking at all the people in line. I'm like, they do not know what they just signed up for. Like the population is going to be significantly lower after all these people go. And you know, the end, like, there's no follow-up. Like, honestly, that's literally all that happened. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this story, and thanks for watching. Okay, so I have an update. I just looked up this place and I found a couple pictures of it. So I'm going to insert the pictures right here so you can see what I had to go through. Like, obviously there isn't a picture of me hanging off. That would be pretty cool. Like, I look it up on Google and there's just like a picture of me like hanging off my thing. I wish. So I'm just going to put them right here. Does that look safe? Like, is it safe? No. Does it look safe? No. Why? I don't know.